What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man. Give me a one if everything sounds lovely. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. Shout out to Miss Regina Green in the building. Shout out to Mike Aldina. You already know what time it is, man. I hope everybody's having a good day. Let's get it. We got a few things to discuss, you know what I'm saying? We just going on about our day, you know. We just lost one of our players, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out what we gotta do now, you know. Let's get it. And I just brought him up in yesterday's show as somebody who has started playing decent ball. Mr. Carlos is gone to the Arizona Cardinals. To the Cards. Good grief. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Willie T in the building. What's happening? Shout out to everybody rocking. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building today. Shout out to Lamont in the building. What's happening? Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get these shares up. Let's get it. Shout out to SLB. Shout out to SSL TV. He says Trap Talk. Let's get it. Shout out to Double R. Shout out to Miss Eda Lockhart on Facebook. Shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. And you know what we gotta do. First, we must make these haters hate. You already know how that goes. So let's get it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. Let's get it. Smack Talk on Facebook. Let's get it.
Money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey,
ain't no looking back.
Let's get it, man.
Came a long way.
We just trapping on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no damn credit on no damn Friday. Let's get it.
That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way.
Let's go.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy. You ain't in.
Hope y'all having a good Friday already. You know, I know it's Friday morning. You understand? Let's get it.
I probably average your career.
Yeah.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill.
Let's go.
When they got our own.
Let's hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get this trap around the corner, man. Swing my dope. Let's go.
Turn me to a monster.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run of them comma. For the summer, run of them numbers. Yeah. I know that they hate the way you ball, man. Rocking all this ball.
Let's go.
Street made on the chain.
Yeah.
Money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag.
I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. Shout out to Chop Talk, my time in the building. What's happening? Jonathan Taylor on Facebook. Aaron Ball. We in here, man. Let's get it.
That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Cause we just getting cake and
they just in the way. Hey, you already know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hey, man, you might think you at school or you might think you at home or even watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it. We in the trap today. We just trapping on a Friday. I hope everybody's feeling good today. You understand me? I hope you're feeling good, because I am. You understand? Because I am. But, man, we did lose one of our good brothers. I just got finished talking about Carlos Watkins yesterday, man. Good grief. Shout out to Miss Gina L. Chase over there on Facebook. You know we got that fried bologna in there for you now on a Friday. We might have to fry some fish today. You know, we might have to get that fish going. But, man, we lost Carlos Watkins. It was breaking news. It was nefarious news. That's what it was. Oh, I ain't even know. That was totally not planned and unexpected right now. Bam. Okay. Boom. Now, shout out to John Machado. The Cowboys wanted to re-sign defensive tackle Carlos Watkins, but a day after that is re-signed Jonathan Hankins to a one-year deal. The Arizona Cardinals agreed to terms with Watkins on a one-year deal. Good grief, man. And I was just talking about Carlos Watkins being a decent piece that played decent ball. I think he was really, really underrated in his defense.
Trap.
People hear the word practice squad and they just get all scared like he's just super trash. But I'm going to tell you right now, today, the way the NFL teams are using the practice squad is totally different. It's not like maybe about 3 years ago when everybody on the practice squad was just never going to be players. Like, that was never going to play. They got a different kind of strategy, it looks like, for practice squad players these days. And Carlos Watkins was somebody that they liked to bring up a lot. They know we was kind of struggling in the defensive tackle room, especially after losing John Ridgeway. You know what I'm saying? And Tristan Hill got cut last year. See, our defensive tackle situation is in a dire, we in dire need of a defensive tackle. So we definitely might. I know we going to draft a defensive tackle in the draft, but where, that remains to be seen. Nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? But to me, now that we lose him, I don't know how much big of a deal it changes as far as our draft strategy. But it may scoot us up maybe instead of drafting one in like the third, we might go in the second or, vice versa, something along them lines. I feel like it does make it kind of a semi-priority now because he did add a lot of depth and he played a lot for us. So they creeping up on our players, man. We got to make sure we lock them in, y'all. But now, I didn't want a defensive tackle in the first round, but maybe you do start to look at some of these guys in the earlier rounds. Not first still, but maybe in the second or the third, you might be able to find somebody you like to fill that void. Bam. Now, look, shout out to Cowboys Fan Talk. He had just tweeted this, man. He said, our next target then it's on to the draft. J-Ron Curse agreed with him, too. He said, please.
Trap.
So it's no mistaking. We know J-Ron wanted Carlos Watkins back, but Arizona, those filthy Cardinals came and swooped them straight up out of our nose. Unfortunately. So it is what it is, man. I think we should be okay, though. I think we should be okay. Bam. Now, this is the free agency track. I think this is from SB, the boys on Twitter or Instagram, either one. Shout out to them. But this is the up-to-date list of what we got going on. We know the additions: Stephon Gilmore, Brandon Cooks, Chuma Edoga, Ronald Jones, Trent Sieg, the long snapper. The departures are Connor McGovern, Luke Guilford, Noah Brown, Ezekiel Elliott, Dalton Schultz, Jake McQuaid, and now the new one, Carlos Watkins. And then now, the returning list is pretty strong with the K to me, though. The return list is strong with the K. So we already know all the moves we made over there now. As it stands now, I think we still ready to go play football. To me, none of the people that we lost just makes us just backbreakers that we can't do nothing like. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way, and the front office still at an A position for me right now. And I know you already know how we do in the draft. We're going to knock them out the park in the draft, so I'm not afraid of this situation at all, you know what I'm saying? Moving along. So this is just a graph showing like the average age that we like to draft our draft picks. So the Cowboys are up here in the top 5 or 6 people. So we want nothing but young players. We don't want nobody old, so that's bad news for Stinson Bennett. You know what I'm saying? That boy got grandchildren already, man. He's the older prospect. He's an older prospect, and, he's been wilding out there in the streets, too, so. Moving along. So any of the older prospects, man, you might want to swipe them off of your list for the Cowboys because we like to go young. But I think it might be, a different perspective now that we feel like we in an all-in type situation. So regardless of what their ages might be, we might still be like, hey, I want this guy to contribute to my team right now. So that's the type of mentality that I want to be in. This is the mentality that says, I don't care if it's Bijan right there. I don't care who the player is. If he can help me in the next 3 to 4 years and be impactful on my football team, sign me up. That's the mentality I want us to be in. Moving along. Bam. Now, this is from CBS Sports. These boys got us projected for 9.5 wins. They got the Eagles projected for 10.5 wins. Giants 8.5 wins, and the Washington Commandos 7.5 wins. Now look, I just don't see what they were looking at. What is these people looking at, y'all? What have they been seeing? What kind of TV they got? They must got the TV with the hump in the back still, because they couldn't be seeing what I've been seeing from my Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They TV must not be HD or something. I don't know what these people got going on. The key contributors that the Dallas Cowboys that added, and y'all got us down from last year. So I guess they saying Zeke and Schultz is that big of an impact, when we already got basically capable players coming behind them. This really, this is just a prime indication that this is just straight up and down Cowboys hate. These people are trash. You trash. This is just 100% Cowboys hate, bro. It don't even make no sense. We have got better, and we was a 12-5 football team, and they got us projected for 9 wins. Make it make sense. Trap. Then when you take it to perspective, the Eagles, they done lost all kind of people, and they still got them ranked better than us. Bro, I don't see what it is. We should know it's the power of that star. They hate on us because they ain't us, and we are America's team. They want some clicks and stuff. Y'all know that.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the over all day long. I was exactly right last year with my prediction. I'm taking the over all day long. We will win more than 9 games. Bro, come on now. We will win at least 10 at the least, and I'm thinking maybe 12, 13. I got to see how the schedule lined up. The way the times and days and stuff line up on the schedule, it's a big indication for me. So I got to see how these games are stacking up back to back, and where we got to travel to, when we got to travel. I got to take all those things into perspective, and then I'll be able to say exactly how many wins we'll have. But trust and believe, it'll be more than 9. Bam. So this is a graph showing some of the strong suits with the K and some of the weaknesses from the first round draft pick tackles. And Tyler Smith basically outshined everybody. Okay, they said let's see, the keyword, the first stat is pass block snaps per pressures allowed. Here comes Siri with the foolishness, y'all. Hold on 1 second. How you turn off Siri? I'm not an Apple guy, so I just like their computers. I'm gonna have to find out how to disable Siri, because she be hating. Siri be hating big time. But pass block snaps per pressures allowed. The first one, he's in the blue. That means he's second. Then the second stat, pass block snaps per hurry allowed. Let's see, he's 28. That's in the green. He's second. Then the third stat, pass block snaps per quarterback hit allowed. So he's third in that category. And then the fourth one, pass block snaps per sacks allowed. Let's see, what that was, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in the green in that one. He's in the third ranked in the second, in the fourth one. And in the efficiency, pass blocking efficiency, a PPF stat measuring pressures allowed on a per snap basis with weighing towards sacks allowed. So he's 96 in that one. He basically won by a long shot, except for the second one. But we got the best tackle in football. That's what it looked like. The best young rookie tackle. He graded out better than everybody else, especially Evan Neal. Like, look how terrible his is. He in the 4th place in almost every single one. Like, that's crazy, ain't it, y'all? Trap. And look, these are people who was projected over him. You know what I'm saying? Charles Cross, he's supposed to have been this big dog. And ain't nobody messing with y'all, Tyler Smith. So, you know, that's why we so comfortable in drafting an offensive lineman over a defensive lineman. So if that comes up, you know I'm with it. I don't want to draft a defensive lineman in the draft. If we can get us a good guard, I trust the Cowboys in that area because our defensive line track record has not been the best. You know what I'm saying? Moving along, let's see what else we got on the agenda. Bam. Now, you know they be hating on your quarterback. They say he ain't even top 10. He ain't even top 5 in the NFC East now. How do you figure this? You know what I'm saying? And out of the most pass yards in a 5-game span, your quarterback won Dak Prescott on the list twice. Drew Brees on the list twice, and then you got Matthew Stafford. But, you know, let them tell it, Dak ain't even top 5 in the NFC. You know, that's crazy. We have a good quarterback, man. We just got to make sure we get the best out of him, put him in the best situations. And that's exactly what Big Mike gonna do. I have no fear. I believe in my coach. I think he already was a quarterback whisperer before he was playing. I mean, before he came to Dallas, he had a good reputation of being a good coach as far as getting the best out of his quarterbacks, running the West Coast offense, being effective, being efficient. I'm not afraid. I think Mike McCarthy finna get the absolute best from young Ryan Dakota, and he's gonna be surgical with him. I'm telling you.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay.
You better believe it. Mike McCarthy, that's one of his biggest jobs in this offseason, is to get the best out of Dak Prescott. You heard that they sat down with him and watched like 5 hours of his film. They trying to figure out what was the problem. And I guarantee you, if they eyes working, if they don't have the TV with the hump in it, like I just said to other people, if they got a TV that got HD and it's color, they can tell that Kellen Moore was the problem in Dallas. You understand? Not young Ryan Dakota. Mike McCarthy is finna have Dak performing at a top tier level. I have no doubt about it. Let's get it. Shout out to him. Bam. Now this is one of the 30 visits we had. The Cowboys had a private workout with Tulane running back Tyjae Spears on Tuesday. And it says the session was be led by offensive assistant Ryan Fetter, and the two sides almost met for lunch. So, hey, sounds like that went well. And Tyjae Spears is definitely one of my favorite backs that we have. Like, I feel like we could probably get him in the later rounds too, maybe like the 3rd or the 4th. But he is super shifty. And that's exactly what type of back that I like. You know what I'm saying? He's not the ground and pound type guy, but he is a very capable back. Last year he had 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, 256 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. So he's a very capable back. You know what I'm saying? All-purpose yards, he had 1,837, 21 overall touchdowns. So, yeah, I know he came from Tulane, one of the weaker conferences, weaker college football teams, but, you know, you have to trust the traits of the player, and I feel like he's a good player. He's a very shifty, fast running back, and we could definitely use him. He one of my favorite guys out there. So, moving along. Bam. Now, this is just a graph showing how much better we got in sacks from 2021 to 2022. Shout out to DC Network on Twitter. Y'all make sure y'all go follow them. And on Instagram. But we went from 41 sacks to 54 sacks. And that's why I'm already pretty much comfortable with my defense. I'm sorry. I'm pretty comfortable with my defense, man. And, like, how much better you think we finna be in 2023, man? Come on now. Hey, we finna be even worse right now without even adding no defensive line help. Think about this. Bro, the coverage and the defensive line, the pass rush, that works hand in hand. You got Stephon Gilmore over there. That's going to make the quarterback hold the ball just a tick or two more. You know what I'm saying? He going to hold that ball a few more seconds more, and that's going to get a defense, the Micah Parsons, the Dante Fowlers, the Sam Williams, the Dorrance Armstrongs. That's going to get them a couple of more seconds to go get home, and I can't wait.
Trap.
So I'm pretty satisfied with my defensive line right now as far as pass rushing go. The biggest problem we have is run defense. So that's why if we do go get a defensive tackle, I don't care about his penetration or anything like that. I don't care if he's a fast, quick-footed guy. I just want somebody super strong with the K in the middle of that line. That's what I need.
Trap.
I need him to cause all kind of havoc in the middle of the defensive line, holding them guards back so our linebackers can be clean. That's the best LVE version you're gonna be able to get. He don't move through the trash that well. So if you can keep him clean, LVE will be a way better linebacker in my opinion. He'll be a way better linebacker. Bam. Now this is just some little news, man. The same people who did Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, they making a lot of money out here. I'm in the wrong profession, ain't I? The same people that did CeeDee and Dak just did Tony Pollard. And his was kind of interesting. He got some very interesting things on his leg. You could tell he was a 90s baby. He got all the cartoons in the world on there. He got SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy. He got, what that is, Rugrats, Dexter's Laboratory. He got his whole childhood on his leg. That's crazy. He got his whole entire childhood on his leg, man. But I think that's probably it right there, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much the presentation for today. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much all I had to talk about as far as that goes. So how y'all feeling in the trap today, man? It's a little slow on the news. It's a tad bit slow on the news, but we gonna turn it up though. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. He says, I see Cowboys winning at least 12, maybe even more this year with Kellen Moore gone. I told you, bro, I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now that Kellen Moore is no longer here. I feel like it's going to be much better, man. I'm telling y'all, much better. That was the best thing that this team could have did because he just wasn't that good at play calling. He was good at making plays up, like drawing plays in the dirt. He was a good designer of the play. He just didn't know when to pull this stuff out, when not to do this, when to do this. Like, he didn't have the experience in play calling that I wanted or that I preferred, especially in those critical situations, man. He did not. Shout out to Mark C. Ruffin over there on Facebook. What's happening with you? What's happening, Mr. Joe Tranchina? He said, is that his injured leg? I hope not, Joe. I hope not. I hope not. He said, Mike Aldina said, TP going retro, 80s cartoon text. Yeah, he got all the cartoons on there. Everybody that, you know, that we watched growing up, he got them on his leg. So he wanted his whole childhood on his leg. It's obvious. Shout out to Alfredo Morales. He says, it should because you don't win in the regular season. There is no playoffs. What you mean? I don't know. I'm probably jumping in on somebody's business, but, you know, we rocking with the people today, right now. So let's see if I see some interesting comments. DP Johnson says 14-3. Gilly buys 2 ticks for pass rush. Chauncey and Bo step it up in the middle. My projection. Chauncey and Bo step it up in the middle. 2 more ticks. Yeah, he at least give you 2 more ticks down the DP.
Trap.
I'm telling y'all, man, as a quarterback, if you coming out there, your pressure release is going looking straight to Anthony Brown's side. Man, I can't count how many drives that I seen people going up against us. They didn't even look Diggs' way. They just hiked the ball and threw it straight Anthony Brown way. Rodgers did it. Justin Fields did it a couple times. A lot of these quarterbacks, they figure like, why would I even waste my time? Like, why would I, most people choose the path of least resistance. Like, why would I look that way when I know I got a better shot over here against Anthony Brown? But they won't have that luxury no more, Mr. DP. They going to have to hold that football because Stephon Gilly lock, that's what they call him, you know what I'm saying? Trap. We're not letting up easily, man. You're not going to be able to just do that. That's why it was so important for us to get a cornerback too. So, because think about it, defeat the purpose. That's like fixing one of your tires and leaving the other one bald. You still in trouble, sir. You still in trouble. You need to make sure you secure both sides. You know what I'm saying? If one of them going bad, the other one probably going to go bad. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. He said it wasn't no 80s. Yeah, it was mostly, you could tell he's a 90s baby. It was mostly 90s cartoons, if I'm not mistaken. Choctaw says, nah, I just call it like I see it. I don't know what you're talking about now. I don't know what you're talking about. We discussing, we vibing with the chat right now, so, Miss Ida Lockhart says, we are going to act a fool. I'm taking 14-3 this year with Kellen Moore gone. Hey, ma'am. Hey, that sound like that might be the move too. I told you the only reason I'm not giving it to him, the only reason I'm not finna give y'all my prediction right now is because we get the tail end of the schedule. Like the Cowboys had the most difficult traveling, plane flight rides and all that. We have to do too much. So I want to see what kind of stress it's gonna put on the team, how it's gonna stack up. Because they'll have us flying all across the country. And they don't even do everybody else like that. You know what I'm saying? Have they did the out-of-country game yet? Because they might have us in Mexico, while we know. Know how they try to screw over the Cowboys. They try to screw us slap over. Shout out to Ounce Sports in the building. What's happening, sir? He said Tajay Spears is Tony Pollard 2.0, but I would prefer a different type back. Yeah, I mean, that'll be 2 lightning rods. You right, but I like them, though. And then think about it. We don't know if Dallas looking at Tony Pollard as a long-term solution either, Amp. We like Tony. We think he should stay, but I think that franchise tag says a lot. On both ways, it says a lot. It's saying that, hey, is he ready to, jump out the gate and be our dependable back? Or do we need to make sure we have an out to protect ourselves from him messing up when he come back out? So I think that franchise tag kind of keep their options open out. So anybody that's not signed long term, you best believe the Joneses, Stephen Jones, especially Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill!
You best believe.
Shut down! Pay no country for nothing!
Yeah, you best believe they looking for a backup plan, a plan B, especially in a cheat form. So they always looking to replace the players that they have, especially the ones that's not on the contract. Shout out to Choctaw. He says, landlord, I said Dan Quinn and Bigger Mike, pimp, hand strong, Dan Quinn, a pimp named Slickback, Bigger Mike, a pimp named Fatbacks. Man, you crazy. That's Mike Soprano, man. We calling him Mike Soprano, man. That's the Don over here in the trap, man. Big Mike is the Don, Choctaw. He'll get you taken care of now. Be sleeping with them fishes. DP says, I know Gilly gonna make Diggs step it up, but bruh, he gonna get bland tight. Nation wasn't far off, and Izzy finna feel like he gotta show it, not talk it. Good luck passing on these DBs. Yeah, man, I'm telling you straight up, we got the ball hawking. Our secondary finna be phenomenal, dog. Hey, when you pair that secondary with that pass rush, it's finna be outstanding, man. I don't know what they gonna do. That's what's making me so excited. this offense, I feel like the offense finna go up too. So just imagine, we know for a fact what this defense finna be though. The offense still got a few questions because they are changing philosophies. More than likely, they've been under the same type of spell since Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett. Kellen Moore was a protege of Jason Garrett as well, so they still had some of the same principles. So with those people out of here finally, you know what I'm saying? It's finna be slightly different. So I do want to see what good he take from Kellen's scheme and what bad he get rid of. So he gonna have to eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know how they say that. So I do want to see how that materializes once he gets everything together. That's why Mike McCarthy said he didn't even go to the combine. He went to the later part, the interview parts. He is 100% focused on his offense. That's why it's great to have a coach like Dan Quinn where he don't have to worry about the defense as well. Trap. He said, they ain't no damn done. I'm the done. They come to me when they need something good. Man, hey, man, don't play on Mike McCarthy like that now. Big Mike, not the little one. Mike the done, man. He got Kellen Moore whack, talk. Man, look, all it took was a head nod, and Mike got that boy up out of the building, sir. He got him up out of here. Amp says, Cowboy fans still talking about Bijan are hopeless romantics. You saying that because you don't see no way in hell he gonna be there, huh? Hey, I've seen stranger things, though, Amp. I done seen stranger things. Shout out to L and Mike them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 11, you know what I'm saying? I done seen some stranger things. Nobody thought CeeDee Lamb was going to be there either that year, Mr. Amp. Yeah, so you never know, man. You never know. And then running back is the perfect position to slide. It's the perfect one because everybody thinks they the smartest guy in the room. We don't need a running back in the first round. Oh, running back in the first round is just stupid. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the running back in the first round guy. And you sitting up here passing up on stuff. So, hey. It's possible, Amp. I'm telling you straight up, it is possible, sir. It is possible. Look, everybody was amazed when we seen CeeDee Lamb was the first pick, though. Like, he was still there. Just like that year, what year that was? Dang, what year that was. When every single receiver was on the board and we ain't even pick one. What draft was that? Was that the draft we drafted LVE? You remember that was the year with Kevin Ridley and them. Everybody was still on the board. Every single wide receiver was still on the board. And we needed one. And they still didn't draft one. So it's some weird thing, man. The draft is a weird place. You never know what could happen, bro. You never know. Look at Choctaw hating on Bijan, man. Don't do that, man. That boy raw. Because you got to think about it, man. Look, at first, it made sense for y'all to be hating on Bijan. At first, it did. But once I seen this monster Mike McCarthy and them building, sir, that's him.
Me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
I went mine and now, bro. Because, look, we already got weapons now. I would be disappointed if we drafted a tight end. But if they feel like this tight end finna just take us over the top and we just finna be unstoppable, I wouldn't even be too mad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you add anything that you know for a fact that's finna just make this offense just gangster, I'm not finna be mad at them right now because they set themselves up too good to me. This is similar to like, when your kid be on the A honor roll and then, he mess up one time. You ain't just gonna be just super mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Because I feel like we've set ourselves up and put ourselves in such a great position that we can afford to be a little risky with the player, especially if we looking at this player to be somebody that's finna impact us immediately. I feel like I ain't too mad about it. I ain't too mad about it at all. DP Johnson said, what if Dak tell Mike McCarthy we really don't need wide receivers if they don't have speed or have to read Toba Fofo and he slower than Simmons and Callaway, and all of them 6'+" too, and have gone through camp before already. He might not need no receivers. Like, we don't know what the world finna happen without Kellen Moore. Simi Fehoko might come out here and be an all-star. Who knows? He might be the next Miles Austin. We don't know. Shout out to the buzzer beater. Choctaw says, Dallas don't need Bijan or Gills. Y'all just want my something. Trayvon Henderson, Blake Corum, and Mayan Williams way better than Bijan. Oh, you talking about some other running backs that's way better though, Choctaw? I don't know about way better. I think you're being a little hyperbolic, sir. You got to be. I don't know about way better. They might just be just as good, but I don't know about way better. Double R says landlord Quinn Johnson or Dalton Kincaid. I was told that's who Cowboys are really looking at pick 26. If Quinn Johnson fall, man, hey, it's looking grim for Michael Gallup, I feel like they'll groom him to take over for Michael Gallup like next year. I think it's some kind of out they got for Michael Gallup in his contract next year. Tim Miller says, if we draft tight end, what does it do to the confidence in Ferguson and Hendershot? That's a good question. It depends on the person, man. We don't know what kind of characteristics Ferguson and Hendershot has, so that's a mental question. But if they anything like me, that means that's like, hold my beer, sir. We finna turn it up then. Let's go. Competition breeds the best results. It makes for the best team. So, hey, maybe it'll have a Dak effect. Like when he had to worry about Romo returning, he balled out. You know what I'm saying? So, it depends on the character of the player. I feel like it'll make them better, though. What up on them not paying Diggs yet? I don't know. Jasso, I think that's how you say it. Jose Jasso, I believe that's how you say it. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. But he said, what up on them not paying Diggs yet? They should pay Diggs. They got the money for it. You know what I'm saying? Here comes Siri hating again. But they definitely should pay Diggs. I don't know if they going to do it, though. But I know they should do something with this money, though. That's what I don't like. They should do something with the money. Wait a minute. Please stop, Siri. Quit hating on me.
I couldn't find that in your Apple Music library.
I didn't ask you nothing, Siri lady. I didn't ask you nothing. But he said, yeah, it's way better. I think you're being hyperbolic, Chata. I think you still my guy, but I think you're being a little hyperbolic, sir. D-Block says, Cowboys are not going to take tight end at 26. I hope not. But you know, if they do, he better be a phenomenal guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, he better be phenomenal. He better be phenomenal because, like I said, if we add something on top of this offense we already got with CD, Brandon Cooks, and Tony Pollard, man, like it don't take much for us to just become this whole different offense that's unstoppable. Double I said makes Ferguson turn into a beast real talk. If he get that competition and nothing, hey, it just depends on his character. Because everybody ain't built the same. Some people might put their head in the dirt when they see some competition. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, y'all being hyped about Bijan, who has been overhyped. Hey, I like the player. I think he's a good player. How good? I don't know, but I know he's a damn good prospect, in my opinion. I can't say he trash and nothing like that. No, well, no, he's not a bad player. Now, how hype, you know what I'm saying, how good of a player he is, that's a different discussion, but I wouldn't never say he's bad. I wouldn't be mad if we dropped him. I'm just be real. Fish says, Cowboys get Bijan. Can you say Super Bowl plus he'll lead the league in rushing yards and touchdowns? I don't know about that. That's big. You know, they said that about Zeke. Zeke almost did it, though. Zeke almost He almost lived up to the hype. Zeke almost lived up to the hype. They was like, man, Zeke gonna run for 2,000 yards, and Zeke was real close. DP says it is a flagrant roster malpractice if we don't extend Diggs and Dak and give CD his 5th-year option this summer. Yeah. And look, if we wanted to really make a bag go crazy right now, we can extend Dak right now, and that'll free up a whole lot of money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We can make about, at least, I can't think of the exact figure, so I don't want to say it, so don't quote me. But I know it's double-digit millions that'll free up a whole lot of money. It'll free up if we sign Dak right now. Like, if we gonna sign him to a long-term deal, we can probably go get D-Hop or whoever in the world we want. But it looks like they want to do something else right now. Chill Bill says Cowboys going to mess around and pick a player in the draft we don't need. LOL. If they do that, y'all know I'm going. I'm on the first plane back to Birmingham, so I'm out of here. Screw the room and everything. I'm gonna be pissed off. They go out here and draft a quarterback or something. Miss Eda says, what if they trade 26 to Atlanta for Pitts? How would you feel since everyone is talking about tight end? Hey, I would feel outstanding about that. I like Kyle Pitts. Man, Kyle Pitts with Dak Prescott, boy. But we'll forget about every tight end we done had, all right? So, because I know a lot of people going to say, oh, Pitts ain't did this, Pitts ain't did this. Pitts ain't been with Dak Prescott either, sir. He ain't been with us. He'll be a whole different player if you put him with young Ryan Dakota, I'm telling you. Because that's one of the biggest things I've been wishing for the Dallas Cowboys. I want us to have a dominant tight end with Dak. Because you see what the trend is in the league. Patrick Mahomes that had him a dominant tight end his whole career. Y'all know the best friend of a quarterback is a tight end and a run game. You know what I'm saying? Probably first the run game, then the tight end. Like, that's your security blanket. That's somebody who can be a pressure releaser. Anytime that Pat Mahomes is in trouble, he can just look straight to Travis Kelce, and more than likely, he's going to be open. Chata said, who talking about tight end, though? We talking about what will get Dallas a ring, and that's trenches, not no damn tight end Pitts or Bijan or Gibbs. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. But I definitely get Pitts, though. I think he incredible. I just think the Falcons just terrible, y'all. Hoodlum says, I like Jack Campbell with the 58th pick. Man, if he make it to the second round that late, I love that pick, too. Tyrone Church says, new trade rumors is DeForest Buckner now. Man, I hope so. Shout out to JC Cowboy Network with the $9.99. I appreciate you, sir. Said stopping by, showing my guy some love. Appreciate you, bro. Man, I appreciate the love and support, sir. I really do. Thank you. Let's see. If DeForest Buckner come over here, it's different. I like A'Shawn Robinson too, though. If we can pick up one of those guys, but I don't know how committed we are to defensive tackle in this offense. I don't know how committed we are because I don't see any commitment. You know what I'm saying? I don't see us trying to invest much capital or, draft picks or anything towards defensive tackle. What's the highest draft pick we got in the defensive line right now? Osa was what? 5th round? 4th round? I can't remember. I know Bohanna was like a 6th rounder. Gallimore was like a 3rd rounder, wasn't it? I'm doing this off the head, so y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all know that they wasn't very high picks. Tristan Hill probably was scarred us though. You know what I'm saying? Tristan was a second. Tristan Hill scarred us, y'all. That's what it seems like it is. Think about it. No defensive tackle is getting picked now because of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been terrible at picking defensive tackles as of late, you know? That's why I'm so scared of Choctaw. I'm afraid of drafting a defensive lineman. For some reason, that looked like something that we don't do that well. And then you draft him in the first. We took Tristan Hill in the second, and this man ain't even on our team no more. We look like we can draft defensive linemen like edges and pass rushers and stuff well, but when it comes to defensive tackle, it's like Will McClay fall asleep at the wheel or something, man. You know? I don't know. What y'all think? It's crazy. We've been terrible at defensive tackle. Like, think about it. We drafted John Ridgeway, and then he got swooped up by Washington. We drafted Tristan Hill in the second round, and he never became a good player. The list goes on. Now we got Carlos Watkins one year, and now he gone. We had to trade for Hankins. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just go back to the trade well and go get us a defensive tackle. We need to go get a proven commodity, look like. When it comes to defensive tackle, we need to go get somebody for real. Oh, he said Osa was a third. Okay. See, that's pretty high, though. That's actually pretty high for the Cowboys. But he might be, besides him and Tristan, them might be the highest ones. But think about it. I think Osa probably gonna live up to it, though. But Tristan, it's been ugly for him. These boys are scarred. Yo, Taco Charlton and stuff, man. Like, ugh. I don't even like to talk about them boys. That hurts. That's definitely a gut punch right there. And then Mike Aldina, it seems like they chose Tristan Hill over Ridgeway and then still let Tristan Hill go. He said Tristan was not a bum, stop the cap. What happened to him then, Choctaw? Why is he not on his team? Because, hey, he never did anything for us. Like, I know he did come into a funny spot. He was like the Donovan Wilson of the defensive line because he came in between two regimes. But you can't sit up here and tell me he lived up to a second round pick. That's what we discussing. Whether he got talent or not, that's neither here nor there. We talking about what did he do for the Dallas Cowboys, sir? Nothing. He did nothing for the Dallas Cowboys. He said Tristan Hill had Mike Nolan and wasn't used in 2021. Not his fault. The fans got him cut, and Ridgeway and Coop and Zeke. It's the same. It's the fans. Man, if it was the fans, bro, we'll be making way more noise than this. I can't say the fans doing it. Cause if it was the fans, we would have been got rid of Anthony Brown. Like, come on now. It ain't the fans, bro. The fans would have been got Anthony Brown out of this building. Shit, half the Dallas Cowboy fans would have got Dak out of here. So it ain't the fans. It ain't the fans. Yeah, they said he wasn't a good fit, but hey, he's no longer on this team. That was a second round pick that was wasted. He was just as bad as Kelvin Joseph. Like, neither one of those guys did anything for the Cowboys. Second round picks. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could make the same argument for Kelvin Joseph. He just don't fit this defense. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We gave up on Ridgeway. He played good for the Washington team. Yo, that's a failed attempt, Brian. That ain't our fault. Choctaw said it's us. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the front office. They shouldn't have played Russian roulette with their draft pick. You know what I'm saying? This dude was capable. The vanilla gorilla. Now he on somebody else's team, playing good. Then think about how good you gotta be, Brian, to play for the Washington Commanders on the line. I don't even see how we got him out the building. How did we even let him go if he was good enough to even make the rotation at Washington? They got two of the best defensive tackles in the game. How did he even make it on the field? That don't make no sense. How did he didn't make it on the field for us if he was able to make it on the field for Washington? Make that make sense. We just don't do a good job at evaluating our defensive tackles. That's what it looked like. You know, we can't be perfect at everything, man. We great at almost everything else, though.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
Now, that's a good argument because you could tell he was bursty and stuff like a 3-tech. He was more of a pass rushing defensive tackle. Like, he wasn't the run stuff for like a 1-tech. He wasn't like that. So that's a good argument. But, you know, he still had his opportunities, though. He still had his opportunities. Chata said the fan screen, he was trash all over all the content creator channels. Y'all honestly believe they don't hear y'all? Why y'all think this year was different? Hey, I ain't saying they don't hear us at all, man, but think about it. It's still some people that still, you know, man, tell the truth. What percentage would you say? It's a big percentage of Cowboy fans that can't stand that. It's a big, man, you fight with Cowboy fans more than some of the ops about Dak Prescott. So if that was the case, they'd be about to get Dak up out of here. And they would have definitely got Anthony Brown up out of here. Like, man, Dak might, man, it's crazy in the Cowboy land. Dak might be a 50-50 topic out here. Like, you ought to see a lot of people what they say about Dak. So I don't say it ain't the fans. I believe we made a difference, though. They tried to slide Ridgeway into the practice squad, and Washington grabbed him up quickly without thinking. Like, it was instant. Tristan Hill got hurt his rookie year, badly played 2020 and hurt 2021. Yeah, I mean, bro, what did he do on the field? We ain't talking about the why. We ain't talking about why he didn't do anything or why he didn't produce the way we wanted him to. We talking about, did he produce the way we wanted him to? Like, the why don't matter. Like, we don't have time to sit up and talk about it and ask him, how you feeling today and all of that. We asking him, what have you done for me lately? Trap. When did we draft him? That was in 20 what? Because he been on the team all these years too now. You just named 2 years. He was on the team for a long time, bro. He been on the team since the year we traded for Amari Cooper. What was that? What year was that, y'all? Somebody help me out. It was what? About 2018? Was that 2018? Shout out to Jose in the bed. We just trapping on a Friday. Trap. What year was that, Chata? Was that 2018 when we got him? He said he had some plays. How did we forget? I mean, I like the Tristan, but he was talented and he never did anything. He never did nothing. Like, you know, talent alone does nothing for you. You got to be able to put it on the field. He said 2018, 2019. So he was on the field all them years, though. You know what I'm saying? And you know how Dallas is with their high picks. That was basically our pseudo first round pick that year. And Tristan gave us nothing. Know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. When did Melanelli and them leave? When was Papa Rod last year then? We drafted him in 18. When did the new regime come in? That was in 2020, right? So he had a year or so. With the people who drafted him. Said Hill was drafted in 19. Well, okay, so it was just a year then. If it was just a year, I see what you're saying then. Because like I said, I know he was in that weird little limbo like Donovan Wilson was. Because Donovan Wilson was in between regimes too. You know what I'm saying? He was like, these guys don't know me. And the last regime was kind of high on me. They was trending up on me. Then now a new defensive coordinator come in, and now I don't know where I fit it. So, hey, if Donovan Wilson was able to make his way, hey, what's Tristan's excuse then? Trap. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Donovan Wilson made his way through. I believe they was in the same draft class or something with him. I'm doing all this off memory. We just having a discussion. So, If I'm not accurate, just forgive me. But I believe they was around the same draft pick. You know, they was in the because I know Donovan Wilson was in that weird little limbo too, between Mike Nolan and Dan Quinn. I believe he was in there too. Cowboy Brian said he showed up in training camp but disappeared in the games. He did. Bro tore his ACL his rookie year, bro. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. What's your best ability, Chata? What's your best ability? What's your best ability, man? What's your best ability? He said T Hill got Papa Rod 5-2, man. You might be right, DP, because I think everybody was saying Rod was stood on the table for him. Like, everybody was saying that was Papa Rod guy. So you might be right. That might have what got him whacked out here in the trap, man. Trap. Hey. Trap. And then defensive line was his specialty. You know Papa Rod had this defensive line playing ball too. He had He had scraps. He made this defensive line out of paper, and them boys was still balling out. So if Papa Rod couldn't get no production out of you, let me know what that means. Trap. What games that was? Hey, he didn't play a whole lot, but like that's the same argument I make for a lot of other players, and most people ain't taking it. So hey, I ain't giving him that grace either. Papa Rod was a scrub, man, bro. You know, if our defensive line had no talent on it for real, and Papa Rod made them boys play ball, bro, our defensive line was playing ball under him. Our defensive line was playing ball under him. And exactly what Common Sense, shout out to Common Sense Lab. Where's our defense? Where's Tristan Hill right now? Where is he? See, that's what I'm saying. He went from a second round pick to not even on the team. I don't know how many excuses I can make for him. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just being realistic. Like, you no longer on the team, that says a lot. Because I'm pretty sure they probably tried everything in their power to keep you here. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of draft capital right there. That's a lot of draft capital, sir. They says, Tim Miller said, that's a good point. We can only hope that these players take the next step and can produce. Yeah, we trying to get these boys, we trying to put them in the best situation. And I'm sure if anybody can coach defensive line, Choctaw said he a scrub, but hey, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to get Melanelli back in here to coach this defensive line, because hey, he had the defensive line playing ball. That's just my opinion. He said he snapped playing for the Cards. I gotta see this. I don't know. I gotta see that. Carlos Cowboys in the building. What's happening, sir? He said, let's just say what game had us like, damn, Tristan Hill dominated. Hey, he a pass rushy guy, but like, I don't know, bro. I'm not finna sit up here and say he was a great player. All I'm saying is what the numbers say and the people say, you know, he didn't give us what we wanted from him, especially not in a second round pick, sir. He did not. Said Hill was a dog. We didn't give him a chance. 4 years? How long he was on this team? I don't know, Joe Tranchina, man. I don't know. Now, maybe he didn't get enough run, but he had opportunities, though. And then I think, you know, that man fell asleep in the mean and everything, Choctaw. Now, come on now. Trap. He said, bro, stayed in the backfield within 2 seconds. And he was asleep in the meaning with 2 seconds. Y'all remember that? That boy was asleep in the mean. That's why he was in there. Did he fall asleep on Papa Rod and them or in the new people? Cause I remember that now. They say he fell asleep in the mean. Like, you can't be doing that, bro. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. He said, get the lights up, man. I hope y'all ain't stealing now. Please. Hit that like a share for the squad. It will not charge a card. It's free. I promise. DP Johnson says, oh, he talking to somebody. Eric W says, nope, Dan Quinn is the D-line guy. They will clash for sure. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I like he had a nice little mindset he had on the defensive lineman. Like, when Melanelli was there, everybody was hustling to the ball. You never seen nobody lollygagging or nothing. Like, everybody gave top-tier effort when Melanelli was here. Like, no lie. On the defensive line, I'll say. I ain't talking about the secondary and stuff, but on the D-line, they gave top-tier effort. Common Sense said, the point is the aggressive attitude. Guys didn't make the team. Prove me wrong, landlord. Hey, I'm with you on that one, though. Bruce got the Tots Juice says Tristan Hill wore out his welcome. He's a penetrating, hitting nose tackle, and we have plenty of pass rushers. Exactly. We need somebody who gonna do their job. Tristan Hill trying to make a sack. And look, the running back running straight past him, man. Trap. Let me know when Melanelli had any talent on his defense. Bro, that's why Melanelli got props, because everybody knows that he had no talent on that defensive line. Like, his defensive line played ball. He had Antoine Woods as the nose tackle, and this boy played ball. What he had, Tyrone Crawford playing out of position and stuff. Like, bro, we had no real talent on that defensive line. Melanelli made the best way he can do out of what he had, like, real talk. Papa Rod mean was when he fell asleep. That was a week after the milk and Oreos video. I don't know about no milk and cookies. I don't know about that video, DB. Hey, but you in there sleep on the guy that stood on the table for you? That ain't good, Talk now. Hey, come on now. How you gonna take up for that, though? Like, that's a bad sign to me. I ain't gonna lie. These people in here paying you millions to do a job, and you in here sleeping the mean, sir? Come on now. Trap. That ain't gonna get it, sir. That ain't gonna get it. Bruce got a Tots Juice says, he talking to Cowboy Brian. He said that's how Rod Melanelli ran his D-line. What you talking about? Nah, cause them boys used to play attack the passer, then stop the run. That's Melanelli. Well, why he was asleep at the mean? Cause that's his specialty right there. That sounds like that's why Rod liked him. Like, I ain't giving him no excuses being asleep at the mean, bro. That ain't good, man. That ain't good. He said 14. Melanelli had 14 Pro Bowlers. Stop, for real? Shit, you telling me something I ain't know then. I'm going to have to check that. I'm talking about on the D-line. What the D-line, because he get props for the D-line. What the D-line had. We ain't talking about the secondary and all that, linebackers and stuff. He got props for his defensive line. If I'm not mistaken, Rod Melanelli, he was getting a lot of praise because he had hardly no talent on the defensive line, and them boys used to play above what they should. That's the Rod Melanelli defensive line I remember. Now, hey, I've been wrong before. DP Johnson says president of player personnel is supposed to work with coaches and GMs to set roster. The GM is Jerry, so one of Jones's should have known better. Read earlier comments about Tristan drinking milk jugs. Wait a minute, I ain't heard about that. Shout out to Taiwan with the $2 super. I appreciate you. Trap. He said Rod couldn't pick talent. Yeah, we had. All I remember is we didn't have too much of a good line on the defensive line, and that was a part of the D line. Man, go pull up them Pro Bowlers, man. Cause I'm trying to remember, bro. Maybe through I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that. Shout out to Desmond Iron, man. What's happening with you, sir? I'm gonna have to check that talk, cause you look I'm live. I don't want to do no research right now. Tommy Montoya says we need to beef up the trenches first, then we could work on the other positions like linebacker. Yeah, we do need to concentrate on getting better though. We definitely do. But I'm gonna have to check out and see who these Pro Bowlers was. 14. Man, I don't think, bro, that's too many people on defense right there, man. Nah, bro. So we ain't have no full defensive squad that's Pro Bowler, bro. I doubt that. Let's see. We probably had about, what? D-Law. I'm pretty sure D-Well probably was still there. That's probably. You talking about D-Well days? You must be talking about D-Well days. We might have had D-Well and Anthony Spencer or somebody like that, but I don't see us having no whole bunch of Pro Bowlers on no Melinelli defense. Not with the Cowboys, Mike. You know what I'm saying? He said Tristan had a video after the draft. He was drinking milk out of the jugs, eating Oreos. Melinelli and D-Well had a bunch of dudes nobody wanted. He pushed boys way above their own level. That's what I'm telling Choctaw. That's what I'm saying right there. Yes, he did. Because that's what I remember from Papa Rod. He made sure he got the most out of the lackluster defensive line we had. I heard something about Buckner might be getting traded from the Colts. He would be perfect. Absolutely, like, bruh. He probably, see, I ain't talk much about him because I feel like I didn't think he was obtainable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was obtainable right now. And I'm not sure if the Cowboys still want to be aggressive. So that'll be something I have to see. Mr. Kima said Melinelli also requested Choco talk. Oh, man. Ugh, that's a bad resume right there. So it's all him, Mr. Kima. Good grief. I hate that. Yeah, I'm glad we got him out the bid. So a big part of him not having a whole bunch of talent on his defensive line came from him drafting terribly. So that's what it looks like. Taco was terrible, man. Like, yeah, he was terrible. He said, bruh had some dogs in Oakland. Melinelli was below average. Stop it, but I'm over it. Y'all got it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I liked him in Dallas. I'll say that. I liked him as far as what he got out the defensive line. Like, I think so. He said, Cowboy Nation respect on the likes. Oh, they must have got my likes up then. I hope so. Appreciate y'all. I still want a better middle linebacker. Yeah. I'll take Campbell. I think Campbell will be able to come in here and start. I ain't gonna lie. See, if you ain't, we dropped the ball on Bobby, so it ain't many other people we can go get. He said, hey, isn't available. He doesn't want to leave Indy. So, yeah, it's conflicting reports out here then. Because some people saying he's available right now. Some people saying he's not. Yeah, don't remind me, Willie T. Don't remind me like that. But if we would have got TJ Watt, more than likely we wouldn't have Michael Parsons either, though. So what you think about that? We probably wouldn't have drafted Michael. But if we would have, just imagine if we had both of them. Oof, that'd have been. They would have had to make a rule change in the league. They would have said, "Hey, that cannot go on, sir. No, sir." Tony Montoya says Melinelli was good when he first got to the Cowboys, and then he went down a little, but by little. But the DC. I don't know. But I get what you're saying. Say he was fire at first and then he got worse. Yeah, he probably got a little stale in the locker room. His older voice probably got a little stale in there. But I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy, man. I'm probably finna go and get ready to wrap this thing on up on this beautiful Trap Friday. I hope I put on a good show for y'all, man. But y'all know we finna get ready to wrap it up. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. If this your first time watching, I go by Landlord from Alabama, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And let's get it, man. You know why they hate us, because they ain't us and we are the greatest. Y'all know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Let's get it.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throw, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Dang, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display.
My mind be missing up, so I feel you, my boy. I feel you, my guy.
Unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burning up ridiculous plays, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great.
And I know these haters can't stand me.
Well, take a seat. I do it for the family.
I got you, JC.
Bring the block to the ground.
I appreciate the support, my boy.
Stop me, you need a plan B.
Let's go.
I just do it for the real.
If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. Make sure you hit that like and share on the way out the door for you, boy. Let's get it.
You the greatest, I'm the great.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know they hate us because they ain't us. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.